Hey guys, it's Hermes here again for another video around thrifting and my love for thrifting. So today's video, if you didn't get the hint from the title of this video, we're going to talk about the color red. Red is definitely the color of the season. You can see it everywhere on the runways. It's going to be popping and really visible around fall and winter this year. So I just wanted to share my recent thrift hauls around the color red. They're actually all over the place. Some accessories, I got some tops that I recently thrifted. So I'm just gonna go through them and kind of share them with you because I'm super excited. So the first thing that I wanted to show is some tops. Tops are like always the easiest thing to do. I just love red in general. You guys probably saw this in one of my previous videos and in some of my shorts as well as on social media, but this is a beautiful cropped button front top. I got this at the Vintage Twin, if you can see right there. This is a shop in New York City. I want to say it's in Soho. Could be Soho. It's definitely lower Manhattan portion of the island, but this is 100% silk. It's kind of wrinkled, so apologies on that. But I just really love this. I was actually at the shop and it was between this and a crop jean, or like a denim red jacket, and I ended up going with this one just because it's a lighter feel. This one is 100% silk, so it feels so soft and beautiful, and I just thought it would be perfect to wear not only in spring and summer but just every season throughout the year. Even when I travel to the East Coast when it's super cold in the winter, I just felt like it was an excellent accent piece that I could put over a dress. I could wear a sweater underneath and even put it over it. It's just very versatile, and I just love the bright red of it. As you can see, like this is like just such a strong red and it feels just so amazing. So here's a tag again if you guys want to see it. It's the Vintage Twin. This place is so awesome. They actually sew in. Interesting about this place is they sew on their own tags on all the garments, but if there's vintage tags on it, they'll sew it very cleanly and nicely over it. So I just love getting pieces. I have a couple of other pieces from there. I just love getting stuff from this shop just because they take the time to also put on their own store branding tags on the items. So this is just a great solid piece. And like I said, I really liked it because it has this crop fill. So just really a great layering piece or a standalone. So this one's just really great. Sorry, I'm kind of hanging these far and it's not really easy to reach right now. Okay. So this is another one. You guys know that I love my big button-up t-shirts that I could just throw casually. I have a lot of chambray ones. I have a black one. I have a black linen one. I have a blue stripe one. I even have a yellow stripe one. And so I really like this one. This one's red stripe. What are they called? Those nurses? If you were like a voluntary, what are they called? Like, not candy. I can't think of the name, but there's like when you volunteer at a hospital, you wear like this stripe thing. Maybe that was only in the 90s. I did it when I was in high school. But anyways, I just love this. I think it's so cool. I got this one at a Goodwill. So this is Jones, New York. It's extra large. So like I said, I like that it's super baggy. I'm gonna wear this one throughout the year. Like this one's definitely going over some jeans with a tank top or even a bathing suit underneath. I definitely wear this with some cutoff shorts. I love the Levi 501 cutoff the cutoff like shorts. So super cute. You can get them on Amazon. But I just love really how this looks as a layered piece and really a staple that you could wear throughout the summer and the year, I guess, not just the summertime. You can go with a great pair of slacks, you know, for work. So getting to some of the accessories, you guys probably seen a lot of shorts. I am obsessed with finding designer ties. There were so many ties on the runways for fall and winter in the February runway shows. I was just completely obsessed. If you go to my Instagram handle, I actually have a lot of highlights where I pretty much covered all the fashion shows that I was in love with, and then basically gave highlights of all my favorite looks in every show. It was very exhausting, and I'm definitely gonna do it again for the September shows, which is the spring summer 24. So anyways, I've definitely been on the hunt for ties, but as you guys know, if I can, I'm always gonna try and find those quality pieces with the really quality material. So I look for silk, linen, 100% cotton. Really try to stay away from polyester. It's not like I never buy polyester. It's just if there's a choice between the two, I'm not gonna do it. So the first one here, I really grabbed this one. This is a really bright red. If you look at the Hermes Fall Winter 23 show, they had so much beautiful like silk and satin looks. Like they had baseball caps and they had just all that stuff, but it was more of like a deep wine red. But when I came across this one, I really got drawn to it. So this is the brand. I don't honestly know if it's like super designer, but this one is 100% silk. So it's 100% silk. So I definitely wanted to grab this one. I just think it's such a beautiful tie. It's just solid. I think it's gonna go with a lot of great different outfits. And if I can figure out the editing, because I am doing all the editing myself, if you can't tell, I'm pretty sure you can, for all these videos, I will put some of those images up on this video, hopefully as an overlay. But if I can't figure it out, I will put it in the comments, some of the Vogue runway links to kind of like some of the looks that I got from this one. One of the other ones I did is I found these beautiful designer ties. So this one is Christian Dior. Cannot believe that I found this one, but this one's more of like just a traditional tie. But like I said, it's that dark red. And I just love it, and I can't wait to put looks together with this one. So kind of this one's probably gonna be more like a casual day, where I do see this one being a little bit more evening just because of the material. And then this one is Oscar de la Renta. Vintage, yeah. This one looks very similar to the Christian Dior one, just has a little bit different design, but kind of like that deep red. I found these like probably within like the 2 weeks. I can't recall. I want to say I got these both at Salvation Army. I know I got this one, the Dior, at Salvation Army. I don't remember if this Oscar de la Renta was a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, but it was definitely one of those and not like a curated or a consignment store. But I just love these ties. So overall, like if you could get yourself a hold of some red ties, I mean, ties, there's so many ties all the time when you thrift. So because I was on the hunt for these, normally right now when I go into a thrift store, I go straight to the ties, I go straight to the purses, and then I've been going through the dresses just because it's summertime, but those are like my 3 key areas I hit up right now when I'm going to a thrift store. It's not always the case, but that's just the season that I'm in right now. Another thing is belts. Belts are just so huge. You guys know I love belts, so I came across this beautiful red one. This one is Juicy Couture. So it got that Y2K vibe to it. It is man-made. This was made in China, so this isn't like real leather or anything, but I just love the gold hardware. I love that it's just a solid red belt, and it's kind of fun that it's Juicy Couture. I just think that that's so fun. So this is one that I got recently at, I apologize, I can't remember if it's Goodwill or Salvation Army, but once again, I know it wasn't like a curated boutique, you know, shop in New York or anything. It was definitely one of my go-to places that I usually thrift at. And then I got this interesting one here that kind of has this elastic band. It's a no name. I don't know. It's called All Star. I don't know. Maybe that's actually for like baseball. I think this is a baseball belt maybe. I don't know. But I really like it just because it's very casual. I love that it's just a bright red. And then this one has silver hardware. So I do pay attention to that too when I shop. So now this one's red with gold. It was like, oh, okay, I can use this belt not only because it does look a little bit different, but then it has the silver hardware. So it just gives that different look. So I definitely wanted to have some red belts. These are the only 2 red belts I have. And honestly, until I kind of got obsessed with collecting some red pieces and I had it on my, my thrift list to get red, I kind of got these 2 red belts kind of automatically. So you guys already know how I feel. If you haven't seen it in my other videos, I have one of my biggest soapbox things that I shout is you should never have to buy a brand new belt anywhere. Like there's just so many belts available in thrift stores and Goodwills and Salvation Armies and Savers. I can't even imagine ever buying a new belt. I mean, it would have to be an amazing piece to buy it new. And I would buy, you know, like I don't have a Gucci belt, but I am thinking that I want to get one, but I would get it secondhand or like from eBay or, you know, the Real or something. I would never buy a brand new belt. Okay, so let's get to the purse. I just have two other pieces here because I wanted to keep this video short. But I'm also obsessed with red purses. I wouldn't personally buy a designer bag unless I got a really great deal, like at a consignment store or something that was secondhand. Just because I just don't think it's reasonable to like pay $3,000 to $5,000 on a bag that's kind of like a pop of color. It's signature. You might have to store it away. So for me, it's just not practical, but I'm willing to throw down a good amount of money for something that is red that I think is great quality, is going to last a long time. And so I definitely wanted to get some red bags, but in my head, I was like, they got to be thrifted. I'm not going to go buy a brand new red bag. It's just not my thing, and it's not what I would do myself. But I found this one at a thrift store, and this one is Bagley Mishka. It's studio, so I don't know if that's kind of like their lower end. Honestly, I didn't look online, but it's brand new. It has never been used. It's kind of like those wallet ones. So it's super small, but enough to fit a really big iPhone, fit all my stuff in. And I really love the chain look here. This is very, like, for me, this reminds me of Chanel. But I do love chain straps. I just think they look so elegant, and I just love the patchwork and the gold hardware with this one. And so I got this one super, super cheap at a Goodwill. But I just thought it was super, super cute and a great accent piece, not only for the day, but when I'm going out in the evenings. One tip I love to do too, which I'm going to show with my other bag, is I use like a really big tote, like Never Full Louis Vuitton bag, or, you know, I wear a backpack to work. So I love sometimes just putting a small bag like that in my tote. So then when I want to go out to lunch or I'm transitioning from day to night, I just take my small bag with me instead. So I kind of use, I love just having these small bags that I can not only just wear standalone, but I can shove in a bigger bag and then use later on when I transition from day to night. So I love that bag. And then this is one that I'm super excited about. This one's not a crossbody. I probably should have mentioned that with this one. This one has a really long strap, so you can use it as a shoulder bag or a crossbody. This one definitely is a shoulder bag, but I didn't know, I don't know if you guys knew, but Vanessa Williams, you know Vanessa Williams? I love Vanessa Williams. I think she has a beautiful voice. I didn't know she had a bag line, but I guess it makes sense. Everybody kind of has lines now themselves, but I just thought it was so cute. It has this like suede feel to it. I think it looks just cute with the little V. It kind of looks like a V and a W at the same time, you know? But this one has a short little chain. It has like really great pockets inside. Still a great size. I always, you know, test out to make sure that I can fit my iPhone. Like the iPhone's just key. I need to be able to fit my iPhone, my keys in there. Sometimes when I drive my husband's car, he has like his is just a card. If anybody has a Tesla, you know, like you don't have an actual key, it's like a card. So that's not always an issue, but when I drive my vehicle, I have like a legit key. So I always need to make sure that at least I can fit my iPhone, a small little card holder, as well as my keys and maybe a lipstick. So you're never gonna see me, I'm not gonna say never, but buying a little, like having a little small bag that maybe just fits like a chapstick is not really like practical to me. But anyways, I really love this. This one was actually pretty pricey. It did have the original tag on it. It was $80 retail. I bought this one for 20 bucks at a Savers. Typically, I wouldn't pay that much for a purse when I'm thrifting it, but I just think it's super cute. It's the color red. I'm definitely going to get a lot of usage out of it. And you're going to see a lot of this on me all season, all throughout the year. And so I really like this one. And Vanessa, good job. This is just simple and beautiful and very, very practical. Anyways, you guys, that's my video for today. I told you guys it was to be short and sweet. I just wanted to get through them, but red is the color. Make sure when you're thrifting, like look at the reds, t-shirts, ties. As I mentioned, like red is always a beautiful color, but you're definitely going to see it for fall and winter. So if you could start thrifting those pieces now and kind of envision how you can wear them now and then incorporate them later on when the seasons start to change, even better. A little tip I have before I go is I follow a lot of thrifters that don't live in the United States. Particularly, I don't know why. I think it's like when you're on YouTube and you watch one video, then it starts suggesting other videos. So I've been coming across a lot of people in Australia. And as you know, if you live in the United States or if you live in Australia and vice versa, Australians, they're entering their winter season right now, or fall season. Their seasons don't line with ours. And so I've been following a lot of Australians and kind of what they've been thrifting right now in their season, just to make me think of what I should be gathering at their store. So just a little tip, like I love following people from other countries and other places just to get tips. But then two, I know some people's like ethos and people, but I mean like other thrifters say that you should thrift within season, you know, not just to be wasteful and all those good things. But I do feel like sometimes you need to get ahead of the seasons, and sometimes it's more beneficial to shop off season because it's the pieces or the racks that people are ignoring. That's just my little advice. So I still will go through the jackets, the long sleeves, maybe the beanies and the hats and stuff, gloves. Even though they're off season, they're not going to have a ton of stuff in the store just because they need to stock obviously what's going to sell most likely. But I definitely recommend you check out those areas too when you're looking for red accessories or red items, because it tends to be the stuff that people are ignoring at the time, and you can find some really, really great stuff. So that's just my little advice to you guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, please like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate the support. And if you have any questions or have any comments, definitely leave them in the comment section below. And I will see you guys later. So have a great day or evening from wherever you're viewing. Thanks, you guys.